It's important to reflect on the past year and set ourselves up for success in the year ahead. And the truth is, the landscape of SEO, search engine optimization, and website optimization is always changing. And what worked last year might not work this year. And what works this year might not work the next. And that's why it's so important to stay ahead of the curve and continually evolve your optimization strategies. Hello and welcome to another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. I'm your host, Jennie Lyon, and today I wanted to dig into the top 5 factors for staying on top of search results when it comes to your website and SEO optimization. So why is website optimization so important? With that ever-changing landscape of SEO, it's really more important than ever to stay ahead of that curve by optimizing your website. And with the rise of mobile devices at an all-time high, and with no plans of that slowing down, optimizing your website will really ensure that your website is visible to search engines, easy for your visitors to utilize, and able to rank for the exact keywords that you want to target. So what are those factors that you should consider when optimizing your website? Well, there are several, and you want to make sure that you really hit on these 5 most important ones. First up is the technical SEO. So technical SEO refers to the optimizing your website for search engines. So this includes things like site speed, site structure, and the way your website is indexed. And you want to make sure that your website is fast, easy to navigate, and set up in a way that search engines can easily index and understand. So here's a little pro tip. Make sure that the user has a user-friendly experience across all of the device types. I can't tell you how many times I work with a client and I check out the desktop version of their website and it seems to navigate okay, pretty good. Then I check out the mobile version, awful. So just make sure that that overall user journey and that user experience of your website is solid across devices. Next up is content marketing. So content is still king when it comes to SEO. So you want to make sure that you are creating high quality, keyword-rich content to really help your website rank in search engine results. And this includes things like blog posts and videos. So you really want to think of content as being that conversation with your audience rather than talking at them. This really makes it easier for people to read and share your content, which is so important when it comes to SEO. Here's another pro tip. When you're creating content, make sure that your content is evergreen. That means that it will remain relevant always. Next up is that overall user experience. So in addition to creating really great content, it's also really important to create a great user experience within your website. So you want to make sure that your website is easy to navigate, visually appealing, and provides that overall amazing user experience. And don't leave out that mobile optimization. With the market shifting, mobiles are being purchased way more than desktops, so make sure that everything is mobile friendly. Another pro tip, use a heat map to see the real life user actions to optimize those experiences. So I'll link to one of the heat maps that I use, but basically it's a type of program that you can purchase. You can get a free trial on a lot of them, but you can install it on your website so that you can see exactly where people are clicking and you can really use it to optimize that overall customer experience. Next up is link building. So link building is really a vital aspect of SEO. By building links to your website, you can really improve your website's authority and reach within search engines. And the more links that you have to your site, the higher that it's going to rank in search engine results. However, it's really important to note that not all links are created equal. So you should be building links that are natural and that come from a reputable website within your industry, not just any old site on the internet. Another pro tip, you can use a lot of different types of tools to find out which sites link back to you and what those sites have in common. So I'll link to some of those in the show notes as well. And last but not least is social media. So social media has become increasingly important for SEO. So you want to make sure that you're very active on social media and that you share content with your followers. So optimize your social media posts for SEO by using things like keywords, a link back to your website, and an image. And again, one last pro tip, you can again use different types of services like Buffer or Hootsuite to really make that process seamless. So I'll drop some links for you below. All right, so now let's jump into some of those tools that really can help you with the overall website optimization. So first, my favorite, Google Analytics. Anyone running an online business or marketing online knows the importance of Google Analytics. So Google Analytics, it's a free tool that really lets you track your website's traffic and performance. And it's really a valuable tool for understanding how people are finding and using your website. So you can also use Google Analytics to see which pieces of your content is performing well and what people are searching for. This will really help you to better understand what type of content you should create in the future. Next up is Google Search Console. So Google Search Console is another free tool from Google that lets you track your website's performance in search engines. And it's a really valuable tool for understanding how well your website ranks in search engines. And it will also help you troubleshoot any issues that you might be having with your overall website ranking. Next up is Screaming Frog. So Screaming Frog is a paid tool that allows you to crawl websites and analyze their structure and content. So this tool can really find technical SEO issues within your website and ensure that all of your content is optimized. And last but not least is SEMrush. So SEMrush is a paid tool that allows you to research keywords, track your website's performance in search engines, and build links to your site. And this will really help you research keywords, monitor your site's performance in search engines, and build links to your site. Next up is to make sure that you're using the best use of permalinks. So permalinks are permanent links to a specific piece of content on your website. And it really makes it easier for Google and other search engines to understand what the page is about and how it relates or doesn't with similar pieces of content on your site. And because they're so useful in SEO, permalinks can also help you drive more traffic from users sharing those links. So you want to keep them short and clear. And if possible, limit your URLs to no more than 2 levels deep and ensure that they don't contain unnecessary characters or punctuation marks. So basically, just make sure the URL is really simple to understand. Next up is don't neglect older pieces of content. So it seems that a lot of people have different opinions on balancing updating old content and consistently churning out new content. And the reality is that your effort there should really be about 50-50. Why? Well, the whole point of content marketing is for the content to remain relevant for years to come. And after all, ranking does take time. So once your site, your blog, your content begins to rank, you don't want to stop the process, but you want to optimize it. So new content keeps the site fresh and relevant to search engines, but it's also important to keep your old content up to date and relevant. So this includes updating broken links or ensuring that your outbound links are still functional and making sure that the content is still relevant. And while Google's updates aren't meant to irritate, they are causing frustration overall in the marketing industry. So search engine tactics, when it comes to optimization that worked well in the past, may not be so effective in the future. And that really is something that you want to consider. All right, so what did we learn today? Why is website optimization so important? What factors should you consider when optimizing your website? The tools that you should use to help with optimizing your website, making the best use of those permalinks, and updating your older content. And if you've been thinking to yourself, you know what, I think it's time for a website audit or an overall website overhaul and redesign, then please do reach out. This is something that we tend to do a lot of towards the end of the year. I think a lot of people really do start thinking about their website and SEO optimization and, you know, what needs to be done and how they can really make sure that they are giving their audience the best user experience. So, you know what? I'm going to offer you guys a discount on our website audit. So if you jump over to jennylyon.com/website audit, you will see our website audit package. And basically, we dig through every piece of your website, front end to back end, including everything from the overall customer journey and all the way through to technical. So it's a really deep dive into your website. And usually our audit documents come out to be 20, 25 pages long, but it really will give you a punch list of everything that needs to be done for your website and your SEO. And then we can help you fix those items if you don't want to do it yourself. But again, jump over to jennylyon.com/website audit and use the coupon code FALL AUDIT, FALLAUDIT, and it will give you $100 off our audit. So go ahead and take advantage of it now so that you can get the audit done, improve your website before the new year, and really reap the rewards that come when you optimize your website and your SEO. All right, well, that's what I have for you this week. And you know what? Also, we do have an SEO checklist that you can grab for free. It's a workbook checklist. You can grab that at jennylyon.com/SEO. That will be helpful as well if you're just dipping your toe in and you're thinking about looking at optimizing your SEO and your website. It'll get the ball rolling. And of course, if you do want a full website audit or you've been thinking about redesigning your website anyways, now's the perfect time. So jump over to jennylyon.com website audit and let's get started. All right, well, that's what I have for you this week. I hope you found these 5 factors for staying on top of search engine results helpful. And I hope that it moves you a little bit closer to getting your website and SEO optimized for the new year. I'll see you next time on another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. See you soon.